Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Austin here, or Luna. Today's story time is really an interesting one, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. If you do, leave a like on the video, and let's just get into it, because it's a wild one. So today's a story time about the time that I got jumped by a bunch of girls. Yeah, it's wild, okay? Strap in. So today's story time all takes place when I was 18 years old, okay? Now, at this point, I was out of high school. I was not in LA yet. I was going to move there soon, but I wasn't there yet. So I was still living in my hometown in New York. Had the same friend group pretty much since high school. Things were going good, right? Things weren't really super crazy yet in my life. Everything was still relatively chill. And I had a lot of friends, which was cool. Not very many enemies, so that was good. And at this time, I was single. I wasn't dating anybody. I hadn't dated anybody in like over a month, so I was very freshly single, I guess you could say. And I was good. I was happy with that, honestly. Like, I kind of enjoyed just not having to worry about a relationship, and that was cool. And one day, when I was 18, just summertime, I was sitting outside at my pool in my backyard at my mom's house, enjoying everything, enjoying my day, enjoying my life. And on this day, it all got fucked up. So, this all starts off as a regular day. I was, like I said, at the pool, laying down in the sun, about to go swimming in a little bit. I was just enjoying myself, right? And then my phone starts ringing. I could hear it because I had my Bluetooth speaker on, connected to my phone. I was listening to music, and it interrupted the music and started playing my annoying iPhone ringtone. So I got up, walked over, answered the phone, unsure of even who it was because of how, like, bright the sun was on my screen. I could barely read what was going on. And I answered the phone, and it was my friend Justin. And he was like, "Yo, what are you doing today?" And I was like, laying in the sun, doing nothing. He's like, "You trying to kick it?" And I was like, "Yeah, what do you want to do?" He's like, "Bro, anything. It's just too nice out. We got to be outside." I'm like, "All right, bet." So like 20 minutes later, he pulled up. He sat outside at the pool with me for a little bit. And then we got in his car and just started driving around aimlessly, trying to find something to do. And we drove around for like 20, 25 minutes. Couldn't figure anything out. And then finally, I was just like, "Yo, do you want to like just go get some like food somewhere?" And he's like, "I'm not even really hungry. I ate like an hour ago." And I was like, "Honestly, bro, me too, but like, what else are we gonna do?" So we pulled up to a random ass burger spot in my city that had like outdoor dining, and we got like fries and just like sat there and shared a medium fry like we were on a date. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty romantic, guys. It was a nice bromance date. It was beautiful. Anyway, I sat there, ate this fry, and then after that, we got back in his car, drove around for like another 15 minutes, and we ended up going to the grocery store, because I guess he needed some like water for his house or something. So we pulled up to the grocery store, went inside, bought like a 35 pack of water bottles. And then on the way out of the grocery store is really where this story time kicks off, okay? So we get out of the checkout line, right? Like my friend pays for the water bottles. We leave the checkout line. We're literally on the way towards the exit of the grocery store. And on the way out, we passed by this group of like 4 girls, right? And they looked like they were probably around the same age as me, probably like 17, 18, right? And I like made really quick eye contact with one of them because I noticed one of them was looking at me. And then when I looked at her, I looked away because I was like, okay, like that's weird. She's staring at me. Like I don't want to make awkward eye contact. But then I looked back, like I looked again to make sure she wasn't staring at me again. And she still was. And she was mean mugging the fuck out of me. Like, she was giving me a dirty look. So then I turned back to my friend and I was like, "Bro, that girl is giving me a dirty ass look." And we both turn our heads and look back at her. And this time, all of them are looking at me really bad. And I'm like, "Yo, what the hell?" And they start coming up to us. They come up behind us and they're like following us. So it was very clear that these girls like had an issue with me and my friend for some reason. And my friend wanted to know what was wrong. So my friend's like, "Yo, hold up." And he stops me. So now we're not walking anymore. We stopped, and these girls are approaching us in the grocery store. And they come up to us like a few seconds later, and the first girl, the one that was giving me the dirty look to begin with, leads the way. She's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Nothing, just getting water with my friend. Do you like know us or something?" And I was being genuine. I wasn't trying to like be a dick or anything. And she goes, "I think you and me both know the answer to that question." And I was like, "What? No, I actually don't. Like, I've never seen you before in my life." And she starts like getting up in my face and she's like, "Huh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, really. I've never seen you a day in my life or any of your friends." And she's like, "Bullshit." And she starts getting even closer to me. She's like almost like touching me at this point. And I was like, "What is your issue?" And she's like, really, you're gonna play stupid right now? Like, you didn't cheat on my homegirl? You didn't kick her out at 2 a.m. with no explanation after cheating on her? And I was like, yo, okay, this is making sense now. You have the wrong guy, okay? I don't know who you're talking about, but he must look like me because I do not know who your homegirl is. I didn't cheat on anybody, and I haven't been dating anybody in over a month. I think you're confusing me with one of your friend's boyfriends. And she starts laughing, like maniacally laughing in my face. And she drops her phone and just starts swinging at me. And I'm like, yo, what? So I'm trying to like duck this girl's hits, and I'm doing a pretty good job, and my friend's helping me. He's like getting between us, and he's blocking her punches, and like she's really not connecting any hits with me. But it's still a huge fucking scene in the middle of this grocery store, and it's still like not good. Like this random girl's attacking me for no reason, right? But here's the problem. Her group of like 3 friends saw that my friend was like in between us and like making sure she didn't hit me and like was helping me kind of block her punches and dodge them. And they didn't like that, and they thought that I deserved to get my ass beat for no reason, and they jumped in. So now it's 4 girls versus me and my buddy Justin, and it's not even like it's versus us because we're not fighting back. We're not hitting them. We're not defending ourselves. The only thing we're doing is trying to dodge the punches and like catch their fists and like hold on to them so they don't keep swinging. Like we were not punching back or like trying to hurt them at all because we didn't believe in hitting girls. And I know there's gonna be like 1 or 2 comments on this video being like, bro, you had 4 girls trying to hurt you. Like in this scenario, you could probably use self-defense and be okay and get away with it. But honestly, I just didn't want to. I really just wanted this to be over so we could leave. Being honest, any of the punches they did land didn't hurt that bad. Luckily, they weren't the strongest women on earth. But I will say this. Some girls like to pull hair when they fight. And at the time, I had like medium length hair. Like it was enough to put your hand on it. And this girl pulled my hair like twice. One of these random girls, it wasn't even the one that was like starting the whole thing. One of the random friends got a hold of my hair in the back. And she pulled like 2 different times. And holy shit, does that hurt. I mean, fuck. But anyway, back to the fight here. Me and my buddy, we weren't swinging back. We were trying to just dodge punches, grab their fists, and hold on to them so they couldn't swing back. And within like, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 seconds, it got broken up by a bunch of the store security. Thank fuck, because it was getting really, really overwhelming. And me and my friend came out of it not too banged up. I mean, like I said, my hair got ripped a little bit. That didn't feel good. And like, she landed a couple punches on my like chest and my face, but it wasn't anything like detrimental. Like I didn't have like a broken nose or like a black eye. I was cool, right? She didn't bust my lip up or anything. But me and my buddy were good, to say the most part, right? But of course, because security got involved and the store saw this and it was in the store, they had to call the cops. So within like 10 minutes, the cops got there. We had to like give our statements, tell the story. I told them about how this girl like accused me of being somebody else. I think one of her friends had a guy that cheated on her and they were trying to get revenge or something. And they ended up reviewing the camera footage from the store. And here's what we found out. All 4 of those girls were 17. So I'm glad that I didn't swing on them in self-defense because I don't know, even if I was like legally in my right to do so, I'm not sure if I even was. I just didn't want to figure that one out. So yeah, I'm glad that I just kept dodging the punches and like holding onto their fists so they couldn't, throw any more. And the cops saw that, and they saw that I didn't like swing, and same with my friend Justin. They saw that we were like literally just trying to keep ourselves from getting hit, and we didn't hit back at all. And one of the cops actually said something about that to me. He was like, hey man, good job defending yourself without hitting back. That was impressive. I wouldn't want to hit a girl either. And I was like, thanks dude. I was just trying to do the right thing. And they ended up calling the girls' parents down, and they actually all got in trouble. They didn't go to like jail or anything because, like I said, they were underage, so they weren't going to like get thrown in jail over assault or anything. But I believe they got fined, if I remember correctly. I think they had to like pay a fine, and they had to take a behavior class that like young teens that are misbehaving have to take through the police station. So that was cool, and me and my buddy didn't get in any trouble with the cops at all. The only thing that happened to us was that the grocery store banned me and my friend and all the girls. So we kind of got caught in the crossfire. Even though we didn't start the fight, the store still banned us because we were involved in it, which, like, I get it. The store was just trying to keep themselves safe from any more, like, future drama. I understand, but it still sucked that we kind of got, like, in trouble for something we didn't even start. But yeah, in the end, yeah, the girls got in trouble. They had to pay, like, some fines. They had to sign up for a class for behavior stuff, I don't know. And all the parents that showed up of these girls were so apologetic to me and my friend. They were actually so sweet and were like just so sorry. And we actually ended up learning who the individual was that the girls were actually trying to go after. So I guess like the leader of the friend group in that situation, this girl, the one that was staring at me, she had a really good friend who was dating this guy, and the guy like did her dirty, cheated on her, kicked her out of the house, just a whole bunch of fucked up shit, right? And I guess I looked a lot like this dude, and those girls had only ever seen pictures of her boyfriend, so they never saw him in real life. So I guess just off the pictures, I looked like him, and off of all the bad things they heard about this guy through their friend, when they thought they saw him out, they approached him, and then I guess based on my response, they thought I was being like a liar. So yeah, then they jumped me, and it was just a whole shit show. But they said sorry as well after the cops got there and the parents got there, and we confirmed that it wasn't me that was the bad guy. They all said sorry, they felt really bad, but it still hurt, so I wasn't very forgiving at that time. Now if I saw them, I probably wouldn't care, but yeah, back then I was kind of pissed. But yeah, guys, moral of this story is, don't fight random people based on stories. That's not good. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace. I be in LA.